Ryan Glover. This clip is breaking news. Former Amazon Labor Union President Chris Smalls has been detained aboard the Gaza Freedom Flotilla on the ship Handala by Israeli forces after being intercepted at sea. The crew, including Chris Smalls, was taken into custody by Israel after the ship was boarded in international waters. The Freedom Flotilla Coalition confirmed that out of 12 people taken, 4 have been deported, while 8 remain detained by Israel under their custody, including U.S. citizens like Smalls. They described the detention as unjust and emphasized that international law deems their mission legal, stating Israel has no jurisdiction over them in international waters. Chris Smalls has called on the U.S. Department of State and the international community to raise awareness and advocate for their release. He has documented these events on Instagram and urged people to follow and amplify their calls on social media. In sum, U.S. citizens like Chris Smalls, detained in Israel after the Gaza Freedom Flotilla interception, face custody and possible deportation, with ongoing calls for political and public support to secure their safe release. Check out the clip.
United States. If you are seeing this video, we have been intercepted at sea and have been kidnapped by the Israeli occupation forces or forces of the country complicit in Israel's genocide of the Palestinians. I appeal to my comrades, friends, family, to everyone to put pressure on the U.S. government to demand my release and the release of my comrades as soon as possible. Thank you.
U.S. citizens can pressure the U.S. government to seek the release of Americans detained in other countries through several key actions. One is contacting elected representatives. Citizens can write letters, make phone calls, or meet with their congressional representatives to urge them to take up the issue with the State Department and other relevant agencies. Congressional advocacy can push for diplomatic efforts and legislative measures to increase pressure on foreign governments. Number 2, public campaigns and media engagement. Organizing public campaigns, petitions, vigils, and media outreach can raise awareness and create public pressure on the government to act, showing broad support signals to policymakers and foreign governments the importance of the issue. Number 3, engaging with the State Department. Families and advocates can seek assistance from the U.S. State Department, which prioritizes the safety and security of U.S. citizens abroad and engages in consular visits and diplomatic efforts, even if a detainee is not officially classified as wrongly detained. 4, legal and advocacy organizations partnering with nonprofit organizations that specialize in immigration and detention issues can provide resources and amplify pressure. These groups often have experience in navigating legal channels and public campaigns. 5, legislative efforts. Supporting or pushing for legislation that clarifies government responsibilities and enhances protection for detained U.S. citizens abroad is another path. Recent examples include bills to prevent illegal detention or deportation of U.S. citizens domestically, showing precedent for legislative advocacy. And 6, diplomatic pressure. Through less accessible directly to citizens, advocacy can push the government to apply international pressure on foreign countries to release detained Americans, often done through diplomatic talks and international norms on wrongful detention. These strategies combined can help amplify the issue and motivate government action to secure the release of U.S. citizens detained abroad. They rely on persistent advocacy, public awareness, and working through official channels like Congress and the State Department. Chris is a great guy, and I'm definitely going to have him in my prayers. I had reached out about interviewing him a while back, and we were supposed to be scheduling a Zoom in the future.